Guys, welcome back to Planting with Pete. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Pete. Now guys, on today's video, we are doing my top 5 plants that I cannot wait until they mature. Now guys, these plants are not in any specific order. They're not they're not in any specific order at all. But I did choose 5 of them. And of course, you guys, I do have way more than 5 that actually matures. The leaves and stuff changes and matures and morphs, however you want to say it, as it matures or gets older. And these were the top ones that I just can't wait for those for those plants to get a lot. Here we go, a lot more. I can't wait for these plants to get mature so that I can enjoy them myself, you guys also. But the plant with the textures and different color patterns, and you guys will see. Most of you guys already know, because most of you, most of you already have plants that I'm going to mention that are mature and that you probably love. Probably not as much as I do, but yeah, because these are my top 5, not yours. All right, guys. So number 1 on the list, and again, not in any order. What I decided to do, instead of pulling my babies out of the grow tent and out here, I noticed when doing my transfer from spag videos, guys, that each plant, okay, just when I was doing that, most of my plants were already pushing out newer growth, but they were sitting in here in the studio area, and there's barely any light that comes through here, especially when we get weather where the sun wants to go bye-bye. So anyway, most to 98% to probably 97 something percent, they get their light needs from the grow light. And anyway, being in here for like a day or two messes up my leaf growth. Don't like it, whatever. But I can tell a difference, because once I stuck it back in there, after that leaf came out, it was smaller. This was all of them. It was smaller, but the next leaf came out much bigger. So again, it's probably the light, and I'm not risking pests, nothing of that sort. It's starting to warm up. Not happening. Yeah, guys. So I'm just going to do, I've recorded some clips of them, and we're going to go through like that. You'll see it. Anyway, guys, first one on the list, we have the Philodendron Silver Sword. Enough said. Most of you guys have seen this plant mature form, from other YouTubers, or even off of Instagram. Now, as you can see with mine, at some point, I did get this from a mature cutting, top cutting, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, top cutting. And not sure what happened. I'm pretty sure it was my light. At that point, I didn't have any good grow light. So I don't want to say she suffered, but, it kind of knocked down a notch when it comes to the maturity of the leaves. As you can see, I do still have some mature leaves on this plant. Of course, they're not as huge as I want them to be, and as mature as I want them to be. And even if you're looking at the newer ones now, the leaves again have lost the shape. Now, if you see this top leaf at the top, of course, the top leaf, you guys. Now, this leaf, as you can see, it stretched a lot, and this all happened during the winter storm that came through, and we didn't have any kind of sunlight for a long time. And with my grow lights, and the light that is under now was much higher, but I moved it down. Long story short, it is working now. Should have been did that anyway. But yeah, guys, I'm waiting for this plant to mature. I will also insert a mature form of this plant as well, so you guys can compare the difference if you haven't seen it. But again, this plant is just magnificent, especially once it gets big and it actually gets those sword shaped leaves. I've seen again a lot of YouTubers myself with a big specimen of Philodendron silversaurus, and I've also even seen some people being able to go and just get them at the store, $25. Like, are you serious? But and it's like it's way bigger than what I have, and it's whatever. But I cannot wait till these guys get huge. Of course, that is why they made that list. Again, you see the mature form. Maybe you have a mature form, and just the dramatics of this leaf itself, and it's blue, and it has like a shine to it. Yo, yeah, I got to grow this plant out into its full potential. Um, or at least hopefully maybe I can find a reasonable price one that's already mature and full looking like I've seen around. So yeah, guys, this is my Philodendron silver sword. I cannot wait until it gets much bigger and mature. Okay, dokie. Let's move on to the second plant, guys. We have the painted lady philodendron. Now, I got my philodendron painted lady from a cutting. As you can see, I'm pretty sure that transfer to spag video is out. I explained everything as to why, she's small right now. Long story short, um, she was growing the right way for the grower, but the wrong way for me when it was time to propagate. So propagate and pot. So basically, she had to push out more energy to get that vine or that plant to actually grow upright. But yeah, guys, as you can see, again, I don't have a mature form of this plant, but I will post a mature form so you guys can see the difference of the lobes on these leaves. Now, as they get mature, they do have like kind of I would say a heart shape leaf, maybe. It's not a accurate heart, but it has the heart shaped leaf. And this plant is it just as you can see, I have no words for it. The variegation once it comes in, and when it gets much here we go, much more mature. Oh my, I can't wait. And of course, she's not on that pole to grow upward just yet, but of course she will be posted onto one of my famous moss poles that I will be making for her. I will be doing a video on that too. But yeah, guys, I can't wait till it gets much bigger. And of course, with the leaves, they get dramatically long and wide, and I just can't wait. But usually, that comes with age, and then the stem starts to get thicker and thicker over time, which means, of course, your leaves matches what is putting out. But yeah, this plant is just remarkable on its own. Even as you can see from mine, a smaller specimen. Again, just being able to watch it grow, I'm going to love this plant like to death, especially once it gets up to that mature age that I am most definitely looking for. Again, especially with this variegation, maybe I can find a decent plant, a whole plant, and go from there. But that is why I did get it cut in, because I knew for a fact I wouldn't be able to no time soon. And as you can see, a year later, nothing. So um yeah, guys, this painted lady, I mean, can't wait till it gets mature. All right, guys, next plant that I have down here on the list, you guys should already know by now. I could not, and I mean could not, do this list without my Philodendron Pink Princess. Oh, enough said, right? Guys, check out this video. This is this is I can't even, like, if you guys been following me, maybe on my Instagram or even on here, probably some of my other, yep, I have a couple on here before they started showing out color wise on me that I just knew for a while it was going to take a while for me to get what I actually want out of this plant. This is my what I call a mystery plant. It should be the pink princess mystery plant or mystery pink princess philodendron because guys, you are waiting for the next leaf to come out, and I can tell you, you don't know what you're going to get. Now, again, like the painted lady, you don't know the variegation pattern, or okay, just like your monsteras, you don't know that variegation pattern, but you're just waiting, like what's coming, what's next. So those are what I call your mystery. It should have some kind of mystery in it. So yeah, guys, if you've been following me back then, as I said, I thought that it was gonna be a while for me to get these colors in, but as you can see from my videos, you guys, I'm just loving this plant. Like when you look in there, look into the tent, every my tent is kind of set up so that I do have some good stuff in there, but I have it so that they're in spots where if you're just glazing, that pink princess will lock your eye. If you're just glazing, then my golden goddess would just lock your eye. So my brighter colors are spotted throughout my grow tent so that what's in that area is eye catching, if you get what I'm saying. So if okay, just like you probably can see my pink princess is like right next to my um Mikings and my melanochrysum. Why? You lock your eye on one of those leaves and then you drastically gonna look up, And even with the Mikings, you're gonna look up and down. And I have, of course, you guys can see, but the mature form of this whoa, of this pink princess philodendron, you guys, is just oh my goodness. Again, we're looking kind of like the what do you call it? The heart-shaped leaf, yeah. So just imagine, of course, I will put in mature forms up here as well, but just imagine having this form, the mature form, like in your possession. Just one plant, even two. Again, I've seen the ones pretty big, but there aren't like the mature leaves where they start to actually morph and then turn into the kind of again heart shaped ish or whatever you want to call it. um yeah, guys, I definitely can't wait until this pink princess here, just yeah, I can't wait. Again, I know for a fact if I do find a mature, I would not pay that kind of money, especially if the prices are still up now. Not happening. Just gonna grow that one out, and do a top cutting from her and keep it growing up and start it back over, So we're going to get it together. But yeah, guys, the philodendron pink princess, of course, made the list. Now, the next plant that I have down here, guys, is the Cebu blue. Now, I'm pretty sure at least 95 to 98% of you guys have heard of the Cebu blue. Most of you guys in your area, you're probably still trying to find some Cebu blues, and some of you guys areas you're just you're probably tired of looking at Cebu blues. So again, it depends on your area. That's with any plant that is coming in and that you're ordering. But yeah, this plant here, Cebu blue, this is my specimen. You guys should probably already know the backstory on this plant. Long story short, you guys, this is an OG plant. Had it over maybe 2 or 3 years now. First started it off, figured it out. Of course, philodendrons don't like a lot of water. Had to figure it out the hard way. Almost lost it. And as you can see now, it's growing just fine. The bottom half are a lot, I would say, mature leaves. I did cut it back to sell, not to sell, but to trade for that bigger pink princess that you seen in the clip before. So she was a lot mature than what she is now, and of course she will be going back outside this year, so I can get those fenestrations. Now, as you can see by the mature form of this plant, mature leaf or form of this plant, as it ages and as it grows up, your tree, wood, pole, whatever the case may be, this plant starts to fenestrate out. And I actually like that personally myself, because now you're actually giving me something to look forward to, just besides the prettiness of that, that shimmery blue, kind of like your silver sword. So, um, yeah, as it gets older, it starts to fenestrate out, and then also these leaves as well, as they get older, um, get bigger, wider, fatter, whatever the case may be. But as you can see by the pictures, they just look good. Reminds you of like a split leaf monstera, silver, kind of sorta. Oh, what if they did have a blue silver sword, or a blue silver monstera deliciosa? Mm. Oh my! I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to. I don't even want to talk about that. There would be one pretty plant. Oh my God, with the finished. Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm going to continue to grow her out. I'm going to attach another slack of wood to her, of course, moss it up, and then put her back outside, and then let that top half catch onto the wall and grow up, and to continue to fenestrate. And eventually, I will be able to, I guess, chop and prop. Hopefully, once it gets up to that stage or age, and that way I can continue to grow it out, and then have a fuller have a fuller fenestrated pot of Cebu. That would be just, wouldn't that be good, guys? That would just be spectacular, honestly. Um, oh, that would be just nice. Even if they had like a Cebu blue um Rafa 4, I tell you. I have another Cebu blue plant that I can't pronounce the name of, but guys probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, guys, that is another plant of mine that I cannot wait till it matures. I don't know exactly how long I have left on these plants for them to mature, and I know for a fact, just because of how big the um vine. Well, I guess okay. So the vine does, it has to support the weight of a big leaf. So eventually, as they grow upward, or as they grow or age, period, that vine will eventually start to thick up. So yeah, I can't wait. Again, not sure on all of them, on any of them, when the maturity will start. So yeah. All right, guys. So last plant that I do have on my list, you guys, haven't seen probably in a while now, and it is my philodendron split leaf, or philodendron split fingers, however you want to call it. Technically, it's not even called a philodendron anymore, but I'm going to call it a philodendron split leaf. As you can see, you guys, this is a quote unquote mature form of this plant. I've had this plant, oh my word, don't know how long, but as you can see, I've been growing her and growing her and growing her. She dealt with a little root rot a few couple of thousands of times, but of course I caught it, cured it, and I've learned directly now, as you seen when I did that video. Hopefully, yeah, it's out by now. I did a repot video when I repotted her. That is like 90%, um, probably even more than that, 90% perlite. And then you have a little soil, whatever the case may be. And then down below, I have like wood chips. And then there's regular soil, gardening soil as well, to catch some of that water that drains. And then also, provide a little bit more water once it warms up. So when it warms up, she will go back outside to encourage some bigger, quicker growth, and then put her back where she is once the season change. Now, if you're looking at the mature form, you guys, the leaves, they resemble almost the same as the one that I have, but they are much more fingery. They're thinner and huge. So, of course, this plant has a long way to go to actually get to that size. But hopefully this year and within maybe a year or two, I can get her to actually get it to the size that you're seeing and the size that I am looking for. I'm wanting like the real just huge split leaves on it right now. They're about maybe a foot and a half big and maybe a foot long. I mean, a foot and a half long and probably a foot wide. So this plant is doing pretty good. Again, I can't wait. Of course, it made the list because right now, um, I think it is closest to the maturest form of anything that I technically have now in my collection. Don't quote me on it because I'm like kind of scanning in my head and trying to think and talk at the same time. So not so sure, but I can say just thinking about it mature wise, that might be the first on the list that actually made the stage of maturity. Now, keep in mind during the growth season, she's fine. I didn't lose any leaves on her this year, but the newer growth, as you can see from her, it halted, and I'm pretty sure that was probably because I repotted her, and then, of course, we didn't have any kind of sun for about 2, 3 weeks. That made it a big issue as well, but not going to be too upset about that, guys, because the sun has been out, temperature has been going up. It was 80 degrees today, like 80 degrees hot. And now I just checked the weather. It's supposed to get down to 48. Yeah, and don't supposed to be higher than like 75 or something, 72. So it's gonna be really wicked today, probably because it's cool and it's supposed to rain. But yeah, guys, that split leaf did make the list, and honestly, like the Adam Sunny I do have, I didn't put those on the list because of, I mean, I don't know. And well, I know they didn't make the list because of what they were up against, like the Silver Sword, the Pink Lady, all these things like have colors and stuff, and the Anasonia is just green, with holes and stuff in it. So yeah, didn't make the list. Even though if it would have been a top 10, it would have definitely have made the list. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. Thanks for coming and joining me on my top 5 plants that I cannot wait till they mature. Do me a favor, you guys, hit that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below, you guys. Maybe you have some of these plants, maybe you don't. Maybe you can find these plants right at your local, again, market or store or wherever. Or even if you're in the same boat as me and you just can't wait till your plants or your plant or a specific plant or a plant that's probably not even on this list, you can't wait till it matures and you can enjoy it even more and just be grateful of your achievement of getting it there. And yeah, guys, hit that notification bell. This bell also will keep you notified and let you know exactly what I am doing or what I am up to on this channel, on our channel. Um, and I think that it's it. Yeah, 5. But yeah, guys, I will see you tomorrow on another video. Bye.